Okay, we're back on our motor here. Got everything all cleaned up. Okay, now we gotta get this cam cover fitted up onto here. So first thing I do is get our gasket out. Get it ready to go on. Camshaft is right here. I'm putting a crane cam in here. What is this thing? It's 290-2, whatever the hell that is. Something I picked out for him. Okay, put our thrust washers on here. We gotta check our end play. Okay, this is induxible in gear. Okay, where's our marks at? Over there. Come on, fight me. Okay. Now in these induxible cam gears, the keyway always goes up, and 0 is your actual timing mark. And this here is for your breather, but we're going to use a reed breather in this motor right here. So we'll be doing something different. Okay, so for now we're just going to worry about this stuff here. So I got that in there where it belongs. We got to check our cam backlash right now, and also the in play. So this is our big chunko cover we got to use. Okay, you gotta put your screws in there. So this one goes over here. Next longest one goes there. Then here. And these three are all the same. First thing you do is check your in play, make sure you got some in there. If you don't have it right now, you're not going to have it after you torque these down a little bit. And also tell us our cam gear is not tight either. If your pinion gear and cam gear interface was tight, you wouldn't be able to slide the cam. It would be bound up. If the bushings were bound up, it wouldn't slide either. So none of those things would work. Okay. We have in play. That's backlash. That's bad. That'll make noise. Turn the crank over a little bit more. Check it again. Still there, hear it? So I'm doing is taking my two fingers going like this with the teeth, back and forth. So first thing is your in play right here. Lots of in play. Then you push the cam all the way toward me here with your finger, and you go up and down. So you can hear it. It's not a lot, but you can hear it. So it's probably going to make noise when it runs. It doesn't always work that way, but it's close. Okay, now if you want to know how much in play you got, you can put a feeler gauge in there and check it. So right now I got one fingernail worth, whatever that is. Okay, this is roughly 15 thou. It has in play with this in the hole. So we'll take out 10 thou. This is 15. We'll take out 10. We'll still got some left. We should still have about 8. I like 8 to 12 when we're done. So we'll take 10 thou out of that. And then we got to see about the pinion gear. This is the old pinion gear, so we need to go put a new one in there that's bigger. It doesn't match. So much for a quickie. These are rarely quick. At least these Allens work nice in the hole. I like that. Okay. Pull out the ones that'll fall out. Tap this off. Boom. Okay. First and easy one. We need to add 10 to this. Grab your caliper. Appears to be 60, so we need 70. Over your handy candy washer assortment. Find a 70. Appears to be 70, 69 and a half. That's close to 70. Make sure it's clean. Fits freely. Put that off the side so you don't mix it up. And the washer's good, so that's good. Looking simple there. That was the easy part. Now the next part is we've got to change this gear to a bigger one. Well, we got to change this gear out over here for a bigger one. We need to go bigger. This has a black mark on the side of it, which is could be the color code for it, or it could be just a black mark on the side of it. You don't know. You never know. Okay, now we don't know what this is. These are all supposed to be red, but who says? They could be anything. So much. See what this is. Okay, first thing to do, we need to get some gears to choose from. So we'll go get some. Alright, just happen to have a couple gears. I bought all the crane stuff, so I have all the crane parts. So this here is a number 7001B, quantity 32. So this has 32 cam gears in here. Of course, I have more than one of these. I never trust anybody. I don't care what they say. I have a whole bunch of different ones that all look the same, have the same numbers on them. So we'll just grab out a couple in here. There we go. There's a few to choose from. We'll check this out. Okay, we need some checking pins. They'll be down here. Checking pins. You got two pins. You got 108 and 105. I never remember which one I'm supposed to have in the whip. So I marked them. Now at this point I don't really care which one I use, I just measure with either one. But if it's a late 77 to 89 pinion gear, you're supposed to use this one. Now if it's a cam gear, 54 to early 77 or 90 and later, it's this one. The only problem is the cam gear is the same from late 77 and up, so I'm not sure which one you're supposed to use. No, I don't really care. All I care about what I have right now. So I'm going to take my two pins. These are gauge pins, so they're the same diameter top to bottom. They're very accurate, and they're semi-hardened a little bit. Not extremely, but a little bit. When you take your mic, which I don't have laying around here right this second, get that. Okay, we grab our 2 to 3 mic, and we measure something. So just grab any two teeth you like, it doesn't really matter which one you grab. They should be about 180 apart. Now you can be one tooth over, one's bigger than the other, but It's off by quite a bit, so if you're way the hell off, you know you're in the wrong one. Okay, let's just get a rough idea what we got here. Looks like we're 22 and 3/4 on the old measurement right there. So 0 is way over there. It's 25 full turn, so you come back 2 lines, you're 23. You're under that a quarter. You're now 22 and 3/4. Got that? Okay, so that's what this one is. Okay, this one looks like a really nice one here. It's got goop on it still. I'm thinking this is the one we want. Grab the two that look like they're close and measure it. It's definitely not bigger. This one looks to be about a thou smaller. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller, about a thou. So much from all being the same, right? Okay, I'm gonna measure this one. Appears to be about the same. So I'm just going to measure a few of these here and see what we get. Excuse me. These all. We didn't need that one, did we? We're down in the clean dirt down there. It's not the dirty dirt. Okay. So these all appear to be same sizes. I only got the one box here, so I'm not going to measure every one of them. So far, all the ones in this box are measuring the same. Oop, come on. Yep. So I'm not seeing a big gain here. I'd like to get something about a thou bigger than we had over there. Okay, we got this time. Okay, we're over 0 this time. I do turn this thing a thou under. Come on. Okay, we're totally different on this one. This is a different gear. This is a 77, an earlier gear. And this one looks to be the same. Yeah, they got the gears mixed. This is only one index key, the other one had 3. Yep. And line, you know what. So, if you notice, see how this gear is bigger than the other one? This is before 77 earlier, this is 77 later. See how this has the big groove around it? See how this one does not have the groove? See how this has a single index key? This has 3. This is indexable for advanced retard at 5 degrees. This one here is not, it's fixed. Boxes are all the same. Yeah, guess what? They're not all the same. Got 2 of each in there. Here's another light one though. So at some point I'm going to have to go through about 100 and 200 gears, whatever I got. Measure every stinking one of them and put them in a common box if they're all the same. But I am not doing that tonight. We'll save that for another video. That ought to be a fun one. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, we got a bigger one finally. Ooh, look at that. There it is. Yeah, they're all about the same. Yeah, this is slightly bigger than the other ones, but not much. Maybe half a thou at most. Not enough to worry about. Still a half thou less than what's over there. Okay, so we're not gaining much on this gear swap deal. So these things are all unknown. Surprise what you get. We don't know. Until we open up this tube, we don't know what's in it. Appears S&S sold me a mismatched component. That's hard to believe. They would do something like that, wouldn't it? Wouldn't surprise me at all. When you buy a pig in a poke, you get poked every now and then. Alright, so those are fine. If we got a tight application, which we don't, we have a loose application. Okay, so now we're going to have to go ahead and measure this gear, take it off, and see what we got here. There it is. Okay, gear puller. Shaft protector. Very important to protect your shaft. This goes on into this. This goes into the shaft to keep the shaft from splitting wide and open. Which will happen. You'll have all kinds of problems. The crankshaft that's already in here. We don't want those problems. Okay. Where's my pins? Okay, these pins were for the cam gear, not for the pinning gear. Okay, these pins here, late 77, 89 pinning gear. That's a pinning gear over there. Late 77, 89. Okay, so now we take these two pins here. We can measure what this is. You can see what we got. We go look in the book and see what that correlates to. So one of these is bigger than the other. Let's get the mic out. Switch over to 2-inch mic now. Looks like about 471 on that spot. Yep, a little bit bigger. 472 and a half. Flip it over the next one here. About the same, slightly smaller, 71. That tooth right there again. I think we're hitting on the top of the teeth, not the part we're supposed to be on. There, about 472 and a half. Be one in front of all the numbers. Okay, I'll go over the book and see what that correlates to. The book is over here. It's going to be the service book or the parts book. It'll be one of the two. I use parts books around here. I'm not much for service, so go in here and find a pinion gear. Right here, 4729 is a red. 4721 is a blue. So, can't read over there. So we're somewhere between a red and a blue. We need to go bigger. So that means a yellow or a white is what we need to go to. So see right there's the numbers right there. We're 472 something and a half roughly. So we're in between our blue and a red. Even though it had a black mark on it, that would be a 471, so we're not that small. So I can start by grabbing a red and check a red. I can grab a yellow and check a yellow. Or I can grab a white and check a white. Either way, it's yellow, white is what we're shooting for. That means I have to go get my gears. Find my box of gears. Ah, shit, there's the box of gears. I'm going to pick these out. Okay, I'm going to get this, I'm going to pull those gears out and be back in a minute. Okay, I got my pinion gear out here. This is a Jim's. It says Jim's on it right there. And it says yellow over here. So it's a Jim's yellow. Okay, we know this is supposed to be 373, almost 374. Let's see what we get. It's 3. Yeah, it goes up 75 and a half over the top. Down here between the teeth, 73 and a half. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger. Let's check this one here again and see how close we are here. So it's actually quite a bit bigger than the other one. So we're a good couple thou bigger, which might be a little bit too much. Find out. Now 2 thou bigger is 1 thou bigger per side, so remember that. Well, we have red in here too if we need it. Which was the next one down from yellow. Okay. Take our pinion gear, stick it on here. Where did the nut go? There it is, trying to get away. Okay. Just like before, we spin it, make sure it's concentric. Looks good to me. Get our new bigger washer on here. What happened to our little washer? We have some parts rolling away somewhere. There it is. The cam cover so I wouldn't lose it. I almost lost it. Okay. There's our mark-out. Now, I think it's important that you actually put it where the teeth are actually going to run. So, I like matching them up anyway. Did go all the way down. washer in. Washer is still in there. Technically, you don't need to have these too tight. You already got all the other ones in there. But I always like bringing the bottom one in just in case. This one here we can leave out. Okay, let's see what we got. We have no movement. That means we're tight. We have a thrust washer clearance on the cam right here. So that has clearance, so we know it's not in play issues. We can't move it because the damn cam teeth are too tight. Okay, so no, yellow's way too tight. So that means that's not going to fly. Not even remotely. So that means you're probably two sides is too tight. It's right back to where we should be. They're all out. Alright, that one don't work. Not even close. The yellow goes back into the yellow pile. Blue will be a two-color drop. Definitely got blue on the end of it. Now, this is an S&S gear, not a Gems gear. Blow it off, make sure there's no crap on there we don't want. They are lax on leaving marks, you can see. Jeez. Is that a mark or is that a turd? Oh. Who made that gear? You can see the mark on it. A bunch of different things all over it, but nothing really sticks out like a real mark. What a piece of crap that thing is. Alright, let's see what a blue is. If we can even trust that gear. Usually when they're not marked, they're S&S gears around here. Something not right. Yep, it moved. Ooh, that one down, that's good. Dowel pins are getting broken in. Clearance at the back, but no noise. You can feel binding, so we're at 0 clearance. Okay, so the shaft right now, when I move it with my fingers here, come back and move my thumb over here, I can feel a little bit of drag. That means we're at 0. Come over here. I can feel drag still on it. So with this cam here, this gear, we are at less than 0 clearance. Because there's drag on it. It's close to 0, but you're checking multiple planes. It's tight here. Yeah. Definitely get a good push on it. Alright, so that one is a little bit snug. That was a blue. And blue is what I measured this one to be. We had clearance for this one. Now this is used, not new. So that makes a difference also. So we got to decide if I want to put a drag on it, which means it'll probably whine a little bit. Put this back in and see if it makes any clicking noise. If it doesn't, we're golden. We know what color we need to put in to make it blue, to make it at 0. I don't like putting them in tight, so tight usually makes noise. Loose does not always make noise. Tight usually does. All right, pull that out. I get practice at this, don't I? Okay, so this blue one, I know is an issue. This looks like the same manufacturer, so let's say these are the same. So let's see if we have any gem blue one floating around. White. Appears to be no. Yellow. We'll take through the whole box of them over here. A big box full of them. Okay, these are gems red. Some other gems red. Red's a popular color around here. S&S. Just for the hell of it.